thank you all so much for coming out to see an amazing movie tonight in a movie theater. I'm Kristen Lopez. I'm the film editor for The Wrap, as well as the author of the book, But Have You Read the Book? Shameless plug. And I'm happy to kick off the first evening screening for Netflix's milestone movie series celebrating 1974. You all are in for a wild ride tonight as we prepare to sit back and enjoy now Oscar winner Christopher Nolan's favorite movie, Chinatown. How many have seen this already? Woo! Fair amount. Screenwriter Robert Towne once said that Chinatown is a state of mind. Quote, dreaming you're in paradise and waking up in the dark, as author Sam Wasson explains in his book, The Big Goodbye. This is a movie that details the darkness of people's soul, as well as the corrupt transition of Los Angeles away from a small hamlet of farmers in orange groves into the major metropolis you all are in today. It's also a transition between the glittering old Hollywood that brought us noirs like The Big Sleep and Double Indemnity, and newer neo-noirs like Taxi Driver and Devil in a Blue Dress. The making of this film, ironically, starts with F. Scott Fitzgerald, or more accurately, the adaptation of The Great Gatsby, which Hollywood mega producer Robert Evans, in his first role as a producer after leaving Paramount Pictures, which was a studio he had run since 1966, wanted screenwriter Robert Towne to write for him starting in 1971. Evans offered Towne $175,000 to write The Great Gatsby, but Towne, realizing that adapting one of the great American novelists was above his pay grade, instead asked Evans if he could have $25,000 to write this script. This was one of the smartest decisions Bob Evans ever made, and he made some good ones, because the script for Chinatown is now considered one of the most perfect scripts ever written. In fact, it's so perfect, the Academy felt it was the only thing worth giving an award to out of a whopping 11 nominations. Towne infused the script with a heavy amount of Hollywood history, using the story of civil engineer William Mulholland to craft the character of Hollis Mulwray, as well as lifting from the likes of noir writers like Raymond Chandler. In fact, the character of J.J. Gitz holds a lot in common with Humphrey Bogart's Sam Spade and Philip Marlowe. The only man Towne could foresee playing this role was Jack Nicholson, and he was the only part of the script that stayed consistent throughout production. Director Peter Bogdanovich was offered the chance to direct and turned it down, which he instantly regretted, as was Mike Nichols and John Huston, who said he didn't want to direct it, but he was willing to star as the villainous Noah Cross. But it was through Nicholson that director Roman Polanski heard about the movie and begged Towne and Evans to let him direct it. And Evans was on board because Polanski had just come off 2 flops, and Evans felt he'd work harder than a director who was coming off a success. And he also believed that Polanski's dark European cynicism, those are his words, would work to the story's effect. But however, Polanski's own dark connection to Los Angeles, especially the death of his wife and child 5 years prior, had him worried about his own abilities to tell this story. And for the role of the cool, damaged Evelyn Mulwray, you'll see Ally McGraw. Actually, you won't, because she had left Robert Evans for a little-known guy named Steve McQueen and X'd herself out of this role. After considering Jane Fonda and Julie Christie, the crew settled on Faye Dunaway. She's great. The year 1974 was a good year for Faye and kicked off a successful string of films culminating with her Oscar 2 years later for the Film Network. Once the main cast was assembled, everyone started to hate each other. And as you would expect from a movie that stars Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway and is directed by Roman Polanski and produced by Robert Evans. Cinematographer Stanley Cortez and composer Philip Lambro were fired really early in the production. And it said that Polanski killed Jack Nicholson's portable TV with a mop during an argument, ripped out strands of Faye Dunaway's hair, and when Faye Dunaway asked what was her motivation in a scene, Polanski famously replied, quote, "Just say the fucking words, your salary is your motivation." Despite the film's issues and 11 Oscar nominations, 1 win again, lightning didn't strike twice. There was a 1990 sequel, The Two Jakes, directed by Jack Nicholson, that famously flopped. And a rumored 3rd movie can be found in the plotline of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I hope you enjoy the movie. Please keep your ears tuned tuned to Jerry Goldsmith's score that he wrote in a whopping 10 days. I hope you enjoy seeing some fantastic LA locations that are probably no longer there anymore, and that you enjoy hearing Faye Dunaway pronounce Alameda, Alameda. Thank you, and